Just want to talk tonight about YouTube. And not just YouTube, really all the mainstream social media platforms. As many of you will know, Tommy put out a video, a documentary last weekend. It was screened outside Telford Police Station. And let's just say I'm intimately involved with the research and the background to this film. I know exactly what was in the film. I know exactly who was interviewed, what was said, and the veracity of what those people said. I know that, as Tommy said when he introduced the film, that there was multiple witnesses that were testifying to the accuracy of the accusations that were made. Now again, and exactly like Tommy said in the film, what we have is accusations. We're not saying that these are facts. We're saying that these individuals accuse these individuals of mass rape, grooming, drug dealing, facilitating child exploitation, and facilitating child rape. That's what the film was about. It was about giving the victims a voice. We screened the film outside of the main police station in Telford. The police didn't cooperate. The police obstructed our investigations and are continuing to obstruct our investigations by their activities. However, if anything in that film, now, before the film went out, there was a letter sent saying that if anything in the film was illegal, this is the gist of it. If anything in the film was illegal, then the makers of the film would be arrested. That was the gist of what was going on. Now, as far as I know, none of the filmmakers have even been approached by the police since the film was made. What has happened since the first promo went out was survivors' houses have been attacked, survivors' parents' houses have been attacked, survivors' cars have been attacked, people involved in working with girls that have been raped, abused, terrorised by these vile, disgusting gangsters have been harassed and attacked. One of Tommy's own vehicles was burnt out in a hotel car park. Now, they're the facts. They're the facts. I know, without any doubt in my mind, that the witness who spoke on our platform, who was in the film, is telling the truth. Because we have evidence outside of what she said that proves that she was telling the truth. I'm not going to go into that, but there is external evidence. So the facts of the matter are very, very clear. And let's think about the subject matter. The subject matter of that film, that very, very detailed, well-crafted and well-made film, the subject matter was this, that young English girls in Telford are being subject to systemic, religiously motivated and racially motivated sexual assaults. That is the truth. That's what's happening in Telford. And nobody, even the left when they were making the speeches, talked about Muslim rape gangs. Nobody would deny that. However, when you try and post that video, and I've got a copy of the film that I posted onto YouTube, when I posted that film onto YouTube, within 24 hours the film was deleted and I was threatened with a strike on my account. So the question is for YouTube. This is a platform that has all sorts of music videos, rap videos, promoting all sorts of heinous activity. You can go and do the search yourself. There's all sorts of stuff on YouTube that you wouldn't want your children looking at. When we make a documentary exposing racism and rape and gangsterism and criminality in an English town, our video is taken down. Go figure. The police haven't knocked anybody's door about the film. The police haven't questioned anybody about the film. The police have arrested one of our surveillance operatives for looking at and following allegedly one of the culprits. So what is going on with YouTube? What is going on with social media? Facebook banned one of the people that posted a link to the video yesterday. I've heard of lots of other people losing their social media accounts. So basically what we've got is a situation where social media giants, where the liberal elite, the woke oligarchs of social media, these gazillionaires, these billionaires that lose 30 million in a day and don't lose a night's sleep over it, or maybe Mr. Zuckerberg is losing a bit of sleep over it, and their minions and their, what do they call them, the community standards team, decide that it's okay to ban people who are making documentaries telling the truth about systemic child abuse in an English town, a factual documentary. Well done, YouTube. Well done, Facebook. No doubt Twitter's doing the same. Twitter's a little bit more subtle. It'll just shadow ban you so nobody ever sees any of your posts. Something has to be done about social media. Now, there are new platforms which are fantastic. There are lots of new platforms. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. But platforms like Getter, Rumble, and other platforms are doing a really good job. But the problem is they're an echo chamber, because what's happening is all the people who are getting banned from the, I'm not going to call them mainstream, but let's call them the far left, woke social media, who are influencing the political agenda. People talk about, the Brexit vote being influenced by Russia. Well, what about the last election in America been influenced by social media giants? What about the next election in Northern Ireland been influenced by social media giants? What about the next election in the United Kingdom been influenced by social media giants? These monsters need to be reined in. We can't do it in the UK because the UK government is passing legislation that's going to stop us even speaking like we are now on social media, with the threat of billions of dollars in fines for the social media giants. So they will have just cause for telling us that we can't say what we want to say. YouTube, you are a disgrace for taking that film down. That film was thoroughly researched. It was a very, very professional production. We did not say that these men were guilty. We gave the girls who have been abused by sexual predators the right to name and shame the individuals that did it. And if that's against your community standards, YouTube, you ain't worth nothing. You're a disgrace. Sorry, that's just the way it is. And what I would like you to do, anybody that's viewing this video, is get onto YouTube. Apparently there's a Twitter page that you can go onto where you can connect with YouTube and talk to YouTube and speak to them. Send tweets to them or whatever you do on Twitter and tell them that they have crossed the line, that they have overstepped the mark on this. As you can tell, I'm moderately angry about this. And you see, it's not the first time it's happened. It's happened on numerous occasions to numerous people with YouTube accounts. Now, I don't have a massive footprint on YouTube. I don't have a massive social media footprint anywhere anymore since Facebook called me, silenced me, sent me to the social media equivalent of the gulag. But YouTube, you need to do better. And I want you to go and watch the video that you've deleted. Because no doubt some of your minions will watch this video. No doubt it'll get me a community strike as well. Attacking YouTube. What a heinous crime. Well, that's where we're at in the 21st century, guys. We are very, very fast catching up with communist China in terms of free speech and democracy. The left are winning. Don't for 1 minute think that Brexit and Trump were major victories. They were minor skirmishes in this major battle. These people who are running these organisations need to be called to account. And we need politicians, we need media pundits, we need journalists who will do that. But unfortunately, all we have got is the left-wing, communist-leaning establishment. That's what they are. See all these people that go on the Stand Up to Racism protests, the Extinction Rebellion protests, and all the rest of these left-leaning protests. Why are you protesting? You guys have won. You're the guys that are running the show. Do you think Boris's left-wing Carrie Antoinette is not one of you. Of course she is. You've taken over everything. And goodness knows you're probably getting funded by the communists in China. Who knows? Who knows? But what do we do? What do we do? Well, we keep doing what we're doing. We keep posting stuff. We keep getting videos out there until they totally ban us for life, which they probably will do. One of the most important films that's been made in the last 20, 30 years has been banned by YouTube. Well done, YouTube. You've knocked this one straight out of the ballpark, haven't you? With your censorious, fascistic attitude. Whoever bans those videos, you need to bow your head in shame, because what you're doing is facilitating more attacks on English girls by your actions. That's what you are doing, and you're a disgrace. Anyway, rant over. Guys, we need to get on these other platforms. We need to get on Getter. We need to get on Rumble and all the other platforms. Goodness knows how long they will stay protecting free speech. You know, it seems like whenever the people who have the money come flashing their wallets about, whether it's a Chinese Communist Party or people who've made a lot of money out of selling oil in the Middle East, when they come flashing their cash, everybody seems to crumble and free speech seems to be flushed down the toilet. Well, let's just go down fighting. YouTube, you're a disgrace. That's all I've got to say.